I think that entitlement is a big issue in Rocket League.
Yeah.
A massive issue. Like almost every team that I've ever dealt with has had some kind of entitlement issues, and it's like I can remember it myself. When I was 18, like I was an entitled little shit. Like I was really bad. I thought the world revolved around me, and
Yeah.
it wasn't until I got that job at the casino that I truly realized that I'm just as replaceable as the guy next door to me. And this is something that, original sports has this automatically, as you have a substitute sitting right there ready to take your spot if you don't show up and if you don't do a job. But in Rocket League, you have such a small, and especially when I was a pro, like there was such a small percentile of people that could actually compete to the point where we just felt like we could do whatever we wanted.
Yeah.
And, obviously you saw a switch at some point where the young guns were all coming out, they were working way harder than we did, and we all fell behind immediately. There's like a handful of pros left from that time. But yeah, it's been a thread that I've been joking the guys with on the team whenever I feel like they're a bit too entitled. I'm like, I'm going to take you guys to McDonald's for a week, and we're going to work at McDonald's for a week, and you guys will see how fucking great you have it here.
Yeah, no, like, that's honestly true to words.
Yeah, that's my biggest issue with all these young guys coming up. It's just that I think that they're going to lack some real life experience that, could come back and haunt them at some point. And I think again, like that's a part of our job as coaches, is to like really help them understand how, privileged we are to work in a space like this, to do what we do for a living, to travel around the world, like really put that into perspective for them by telling, probably our stories, or like even ask their parents about their stories. Because they'll realize pretty quickly how neat it is to play Rocket League for a living.
Yeah, it's very, very niche. And I use the age-old sort of comparison. You look to traditional sports where you have a football team or a rugby team, and like how many people are on that team? Like 10, 15, 20 people, right? So there's a lot of opportunity. But you look at a Rocket League team and how many people make up a team? 3 people and a coach. Yeah. And so I feel like the barrier to entry to become a pro almost in that sense is so much more harder. Because, as you said just then, you can be easily replaceable, or you can sort of get switched out. And I guess that comes down to, look at even other games, CS and League of Legends, Dota, Rainbow Six. All these games are encompassed with 5 players on a team, whereas Rocket League, it's 3 players. So do you think that specifically within Rocket League, creating such a strong, key, positive team environment is a quintessential thing for success, because all of a sudden you've just got 3 people to sort of bounce back. It's like a triangle. And that's the sort of metaphor I use with my boys, that, we are like a triangle, and we can sort of reflect on each other, and we can sort of bounce ideas off each other, and also moods as well, for sure.
Mm-hmm.